another Friday. Can I get some lay? I'm sure you guys are used to that now. We bless God for another Friday. How was your week? I hope you enjoyed yourself. How many of us liked? Did we please subscribe? You know, I told you I can do that very, very close to the ground. Anyway, so this week we're talking about another discussion. And I must say this discussion stemmed up from my previous discussion with Emmanuel Okafor. It's something I know that it's one of the demons I know we are fighting. You know, but I'm not going to do this alone. I've invited a friend of mine. I also met her when she was a teenager, but now I dare not call her a girl, she's a lady. You know, so please join me and welcome Favour.
Hi! I am so excited to be here.
You're sure, me?
Yeah,
so please introduce yourself to us.
Alright, I am Akinola Favour Oluwashio. I'm currently working at SOS Students Villages, and I'm actually a teacher right now, and I love my job. It's really nice being a teacher.
And I remember, let me warn you, when she got this course in University of Glory, I remember her calling me, I'm crying. I think I can't do this. I've never done it before in my entire life. How will it look? But we thank God that, you know, she finished with a 2-1, so she's quite brainy. And then she's working. So you're welcome.
Thank
and
you.
I thank you for honoring the invitation.
Thank you.
Can you give us a background on growing up? Tell us about your growing up days.
Growing up, growing up was really, really challenging. It was very challenging for me. I didn't grow up with the luxury of having a mom and a dad. I actually grew up with my uncles. I grew up with my uncles, and at that time, my mom was actually there, but I didn't know she was my mom. I called her auntie. So I was always I had a desire to always, to call somebody mom, dad. I never had it. So sometimes I go to my friend's house to just get that experience, because I hear them call their mom, dad, and I'm just so, it just chills me like, God, if only I can call somebody mom, dad. So I didn't have that luxury at all. And it was very heartbreaking, because sometimes I would even think and start to imagine having parents. So it was really, really tough for me. It was
growing up.
Yeah, it was very bad. And then my uncles, they weren't always around.
Okay.
They were always traveling. Sometimes I'll be left alone at home, all by myself, and maybe with very little money. And then when I blow everything, I'll have to start drinking Gary. But I had a neighbor then that was nice, so sometimes she would cook for me, give me food. So I had a lot of time on my hands. I could do whatever I wanted to do. But somehow I was not bad. I was able to keep it together.
Okay.
So I remember when one of my cousins came to live with us. I was always alone, all by myself. I was like the only child. Every other person, all grown up. Then my cousin came to stay with us. He came for the break. He was in university then, and I think I was 12. So he came to stay with us, and I was super excited. I was like, finally, somebody I can talk to, we can gist together and have fun. And I really trusted him. I was very happy because big brother, we were very close until he started to do some really funny things to me. I didn't really understand at first, but I just felt like I was 12. And the day it actually started, I was watching cartoons. I loved watching cartoons growing up. I was watching cartoons, and he came to join me on the bed. My uncles were not around as usual, they had traveled. And he started stroking my thighs. I thought, as a brother, maybe he's just trying to show his love. And he kept on touching me, and I didn't resist it, because I was like, my brother. I didn't really know what was happening. Then he went further, kissed me. I didn't stop. I don't know why I didn't stop him. Kissed me, he started touching me, touched my boobs, and went down and actually touched my private part. I was scared. I was confused. I didn't know how to react to that. So I asked him, "What are you doing?" He said I shouldn't worry, that I'm going to like it, it's going to be fine, that he's just showing his love. So when he said he was just showing his love, I was excited, like, oh, so somebody can say that they love me. So I allowed it, and he actually stayed with us for like a year, and he went on and on every day.
Sorry to cut you. What did you allow?
He would touch me, use his finger constantly, but I don't know why I couldn't really stop him, because I felt like I didn't know. I honestly didn't know. I didn't at that
Nobody
time.
told you about
Nobody. And to me, like he said it's a way of him showing me that
his love.
yeah, that he loves me. So I permitted it. Permitted it. But when I actually talked to some of my friends about it day to day, they didn't even know what to do. And we planned, we were like, okay, maybe you hold a knife, and maybe when he comes again, you stab him. But it was like the only person that I had then, because my aunt, that was when she had married and then she traveled. So it was just him, and my uncles.
Okay, so when did this stop? Did it stop?
Yeah, it did. It stopped, but that was after he. I think I was 13. I was going on my 13th birthday when he actually did the main thing. Though he had been trying. He would tell me, let's go, let's do this, you will like it, it's nice. And somehow I'll just let him know, because then I watch Yoruba movies that they say brothers and sisters sleeping together is an abomination.
Yeah.
So I would tell him, no, I don't want to do this. But I remember when I was coming, I got back from school that day, I was 13, and he had cooked. He made rice and beans, jollof, and he got a drink. Just told me that he had made food I should eat and relax.
Non-alcoholic.
I can't really remember, but it's kind of milky.
Okay.
Yeah, milky. So he gave me, I ate, and I started feeling sleepy. And I slept. I didn't even know what was going on. But towards midnight, I knew everywhere was dark, and I knew something was happening. Somebody was touching me, and something was really going on. It was intense, and I couldn't scream. I couldn't do anything. I just felt very weak. Even my eyes were very heavy.
So apparently you were drunk.
I think so, because I was powerless. And when I eventually woke up in the morning, I knew what had happened, because I just knew.
So he raped you.
Yeah, I knew something had happened. So I asked him, and he said he was apologizing that he didn't know what came over him, blah blah blah. I shouldn't be angry. I didn't know how to react. I just stood there. I was looking at him like, did you actually do this? He was like, I didn't like it. I said, like, how? I didn't even really know what was happening. I was kind of unconscious. My uncles were not around, so there was nobody for me to report to. And there was a boy then that was cutting eye for me then, and he would call, send text messages, and I felt like, it's not like I'm a virgin, at least this is somebody that likes me. The boy has sweet mouth. He would send messages, he would say all sorts of things. He was older than me. I should be maybe 14 then, yeah, at that time. And he was like 21, he was older, so he would send messages, call. And I eventually agreed, so we started dating. So I started dating at age of 14. So we started dating, and I remember on Valentine's Day, I bought airtime. I recharged Blue, and then they just took the old 100 out. So and the small money that I got at somewhere. So I called their customer care. And the person that picked it, I was shocked, because I felt like I heard my dad's voice, the one that died. It sounded so much like his voice. I was shocked. I couldn't see anything. And the first thing that came to my mind, I was like, Dad. He was like, sorry, what? I said, oh, I'm sorry, but your voice sounds so much like my dad's voice. And he was like, oh, wow, that's nice. So he called me back. I think when he was on break, like we were saying something, and that was how we started talking. And me, I was still suspicious, like, me, what is mean? And meanwhile, the guy that I was dating, when he came now, like, Favour, we are always quiet and do stuff. I was like, okay, this guy likes me. I like him. I was crazy about him too. I like him, so why not? So we would have sex over and over, and it became like the father of the day. And somehow then I also got addicted to masturbation. I was masturbating probably because of what my cousin did.
The cousin. Okay,
Yes,
that is virgin did already.
yes, I couldn't just break free.
Hmm.
I couldn't
So you
break free.
somehow became like a sex addict.
Yes, somehow I did. And then the guy that I dated, I think he took advantage of that. He would ask, we would have sex, but then I was always feeling bad afterwards. But I felt like, who cares? Nobody talked to me. Nobody told me about not having sex. Or even when I told my family what had happened, they didn't do anything about it. So it was me that it is really okay. So it went on for a very
Sorry
long
to cut
time.
you, Favour. So while you were dating this guy, were you still masturbating?
Yes, I was. I continued masturbating even after my cousin left.
Okay.
He left the house after I left, even at my friend's house. I would do it and I'll be like, God, why am I doing this? But I couldn't just stop. I couldn't stop for a very long time. So when I met him, it became more
Intense for you.
intense. It became more intense.
Okay.
So when he called me back as the low customer care, like when he called me back, we started talking, and he asked me to tell him more about my dad. So I told him it's late, but your voice sounded like his. That was why I reacted that way. Then somehow we got very close. He would talk to me, send money, send recharge card. We got really, really close. Then he introduced me to his fiancée then, but now they're married. And then she too would call, midnight call, cancel and talk. After some years again, I cut them off. So I felt like, oh, these two people are really amazing. I don't want to become too close to them so that they won't also catch from my misfortune. Because who knows, if we become so close, what happened to my former family
would also happen to them.
would also happen to them. So I cut off from them. And later when I called them, she was so worried, where have you been? That. Then I was, where I was staying, it's terrible. I was cutting as usual from one friend, from one house to another. To the other. So I told her, and then she said her sister that used to live at Kenaland, she needs somebody that will come stay with her. So that was how I went there. I went to stay there, and it was okay. I was living there I think I stayed there for like a year.
Do you go back to school?
I did not go back to school there. I didn't go back to school there, but I just wanted a place. I was not interested in going back to school myself. I felt like at this my age, where do I want to start from?
How old were you?
I was 16. Where do I want to start from? So I didn't go back. I didn't go back to school. I just wanted to have a family, have a place to stay, and just live my life.
So I'm sure that you're following us. Favour is talking about her life.